And we are in our first session, which is our second Monday of the month. And it's our number 13, the 13th Boiler Room Sessions. And as you can see, it's not only Laisvie and me, but we also have a guest that I will introduce you to you shortly, Ana Maria Romano. Welcome, Ana Maria.
Hola, Iris.
So
Hello,
nice.
Iris. Nice to see you again.
Yes, absolutely. And Laisvie and I are very happy to have you here because the Boiler Room Sessions, Laisvie, we started from the lockdown and we have decided to continue. Also because we see that it has its own value even without, not like a temporary solution, or we cannot go into the theater, so that's why we do Zoom, because what is the strength of the Boiler Room Sessions, please help me out, for me personally, is to have this a global local community, to be able to create a virtual stage where all continents meet: Colombia, Germany, the Netherlands, but we also had South America, Canada, USA. And that is this global local community, people that share visions, interests in experimental art, music, dance, theater, visual art, cross-disciplinary, telematic dance. Well, here you go. What a
Yes,
stage we have,
yes, it's a
Laisvie.
great stage. This is our virtual theater, es nuestro teatro virtual. Saludo a la audiencia que habla español. Tal vez estás en Latinoamérica o en otra parte del mundo, pero bueno, aquí también somos bilingües. Este es nuestro teatro virtual en donde presentamos arte experimental, que puede ser danza, puede ser música, puede ser performance, puede ser intratrans, multidisciplinar, indisciplinar, ¿cierto?
Sí.
Y tenemos una colaboración muy chévere con el festival En Tiempo Real, por eso está esta noche Ana María Romano aquí. Y vamos a estar cambiando un poquito de inglés a español para cubrir a todo el público.
So for those that have been with us for the many times, maybe you have seen Ana Maria already and recognized her. You get a prize for that. That was in our number 6 session when she was with us with Androgynous Anonymous, together with Brigitte Potente. And if you haven't seen it, please go and look that session up again. It's on our YouTube channel. Subscribe if you haven't. And Ana Maria Romano, we are very impressed by your work. And we have a collaboration with your platform, your festival, En Tiempo Real. And we are so happy about that. So can you say something about En Tiempo Real?
Claro que sí. Me encanta estar acá compartiendo este espacio con ustedes. El año pasado el Festival en Tiempo Real cumplió 10 años y como suele suceder con esas fechas, decidimos como, bueno, ver qué pasaba, como repensarnos, como pensar sobre el nuevo rumbo. Y una de las decisiones que se tomaron es que en tiempo real va a funcionar como una plataforma en donde siempre vamos a trabajar colaborativamente. Es decir, eh, digamos que vamos a acentuar algo que hemos venido haciendo durante los primeros 10 años y es el trabajo colaborativo, el trabajo colectivo, tejer redes para... como digamos que es una acción política también del festival, porque creemos que es el camino para salir de todos estos atascos en los que nos hemos metido por culpa nuestra, por supuesto, como especie, como seres humanos. Entonces, pues digamos que políticamente estamos ahí. Es un festival que se interesa por los encuentros, los diálogos, compartir, tejer, y el piso que, digamos, que le da vida es ese encuentro entre el sonido y la tecnología. Es algo que es muy amplio y, bueno, voy a dejar ahí para que Laisvie pueda traducir y después comento un poco sobre nuestra primera invitada, ¿vale?
Perfect. So Ana Maria was telling us a little bit about the festival En Tiempo Real that started 10 years ago. So last year they were celebrating their 10th anniversary. I guess this year you're going to celebrate your 11th anniversary. And Ana Maria is very happy, and she has been working always like this in a collaborative manner. That's the way that the festival is built. It's their political choice to face the problems that we are having now. Um, they they think that to work collaboratively with other people is the way to go. So that's why we are also having this collaboration. And she's going to bring an artist for every session from here to September to December, sorry. And the festival En Tiempo Real, in real time, it focuses on the connection between sound and technology. Like many artists that are involved in technology and sound, so they have different things going on there. And yeah, we are also very happy to have you, Ana Maria.
And
Thank
Ana
you.
Maria is correct that your festival is focusing mainly on women composers, correct?
Yeah,
Very
women
important to me.
composers, sound artists, interdisciplinary artists, but yes, women. We
Yes.
are focused on women.
So I'm sure that Laisvie will also put the link of your festival on our chat so people can look it up. It's really worthwhile. And meanwhile, I'd like to encourage you, if you are checking in with us, to use the chat. Please use the chat so we know you're here and we can include your questions and remarks in our conversation. And going back to Ana Maria, the artist that you have been bringing to us tonight is Celeste Betancourt. She'll be finishing the evening, so I will introduce to her. Maybe you can say something very short now about Celeste.
Sí, Celeste es una mujer transgénero con 34 años, casada y con 2 hijos. Es música multiinstrumentista, profesional en guitarra del Berklee College of Music y artista programadora con maestría en artes digitales e investigadora del ITM en Medellín. Ella reside en Medellín, es una invitada nacional del festival. Trabaja en el ITM en Medellín en el grupo de arte y nuevos medios. Si quieres, antes de... bueno, sí, más bien dejémoslo ahí y cuando se vaya a presentar comento otro poquito.
Yeah, great. She's going to explain a bit more about Celeste later, so
Okay.
I'll also talk about her now. Yeah.
So we're going to talk about Celeste later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought maybe like one little thing that we can say to the people.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. All right. And another announcement to make is tonight we have 2 artists and not 3. I was supposed to perform tonight. Unfortunately, my co-performer is sick. So we had to last minute cancel the performance, and we will make it up on another session, which is now every second Monday of the month. So don't forget, put it in your agendas. The next one will be in September, every second Monday of the month. Laisvie, do we have audience?
Yeah, it's great. We have an audience now with us. We say hello to Manuela, that she's here as usual.
Wonderful.
So that's really nice. And
In Amsterdam this time, I think.
she's now from Amsterdam. We also have Juliana Jiménez. Así que hola Juliana, qué rico tenerte por acá. And yeah, please keep joining.
Please keep joining and send us your questions and remarks. And I will going to introduce our first artists. So we're going to start with the music and dance performance by Dalia Velandia from Colombia and Florian Pfaar from Germany. He's playing electric guitar. And Dalia Velandia was born in Bogota, in Colombia, and completed her dance education at the Universidad Distrital with a degree in performing arts. In 2019 and 2020, she staged as a solo dancer at the Staatstheater Kassel and in Opera der Ring des Nibelungen Oh, I'm very bad in other, sorry about that, in Siegfried and Götterdämmerung. She will perform again in 2021. In 2020, she is also studying at the University der Künste in Berlin at the Masters in Art Solo, Dance, and Authorship. Florian Pfaar is a Kassel-born and based artist and musician. And from 2004 to 2008, he began his musical education at the Gitaarinstituut Kassel. About their performance, it's a dialogue between dance, poetry, and plastic arts. The concept of the piece wants to integrate the questions of the body aligned to the tracking and recognition of some feminine handicraft practices, such as weaving and braiding, as legitimate forms of knowledge and exchange. So maybe we will hear more about that in our after talk. But for now, please enjoy the performance of Dalia and Florian.
Very good. Thank you so much to Dalia and Florian. That's great. Wonderful. Very nice. Yeah. So that was Dalia and Florian. They are now in Germany, but Dalia is from Colombia. And veo mucha gente colombiana ahí en el chat. Me alegra muchísimo. Un saludo para Margarita Velandia, que nos dice: Colombia, te apoyo, Dalia Velandia. Veo también que está Azucena Cruz, que dice: la expresión de la danza contemporánea que hace historia entre Colombia y Alemania. Tenemos a Miguel, profe, diciendo: cruda representación de una realidad. Sería interesante saber más a qué te refieres, Miguel. Y Manuela Tesi diciendo: thank you, Dalia and Florian.
Thank you. Yeah, what a start of the evening. So nice to see the imagery from this woman with the long braid and then bringing into another, transforming into another creature or a landscape or anything. So let us know what poetry or imagery came, what kind of a reading that did you see? We would love to hear from you. Thank you, Laisvie, for giving all the chats. We're very happy with such a nice audience for our, it feels like a rebirth, no? I mean, yeah, a rebirth. It's from scratch. It's number 13, but it feels like brand new. And here we have a nice number of live audience. So happy that you're with us tonight. And please make sure that you and your friends join us also every second Monday of the month and meet all these incredible artists from all over the world. So follow us on the Instagram and the social media. You know all the places. Oh, Ana Maria, we're going for Celeste. I'm so curious because I will do the formal introduction, but you must know her work. So can you say something that about her work that you find specific or that you're intrigued by, that you like the audience to know that she did not put in her bio? We cannot hear you yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, there you are.
Ok. El trabajo de Celeste se centra en la pedagogía del código y su inclusión en las artes y en los lenguajes y narrativas como interfaces de interacción humano-máquina. Como life coder ha tocado en Estados Unidos, en Canadá, México, Italia, Irlanda, España, Chile, Colombia y Perú. Es desarrolladora principal de la librería de Shock Music para la creación de audio y música bailable. También de Cinevivo App, que es un programa, un software para producir piezas tipo VJing y live cinema. Es cofundadora del colectivo Algoritmos y es productora y directora técnica en el semillero Cinevivo. Es súper activa, es una artista que vive en Medellín y también ha organizado festivales, eventos, y hoy viene con una obra que se llama Agua, que tuve la oportunidad de verla hace unas semanas y es realmente muy, muy bella. Es un set híbrido que se adentra en las profundidades del fluir usando técnicas mixtas como el live coding, instrumentos como la guitarra eléctrica e interfaces físicas. A lo largo de este viaje se entraman la palabra como recurso poético y sonoro, el audio y la programación de computadoras para la construcción de 10 microrrelatos sobre distintas imágenes producidas por el agua.
Sí, muy lindo. Yo ahora que estábamos haciendo el ensayo veía que Celeste combina un montón de cosas y estoy muy intrigada porque viene con live coding, o sea, código en vivo, pero también tiene sus guitarras, también tiene la voz, tenía una interfase donde iba mezclando un montón de cosas. Entonces, ¿has visto a Celeste en vivo, Ana?
Sí, alguna vez en Medellín nos topamos y en Pasto el año pasado. Es fantástica, fantástica.
So can you say something about that? What is fantastic? I hear fantastic. So I mean, I heard a little bit, so I can imagine what you find so fantastic about her work. So maybe like a little hint about that, and then we'll listen. Maybe she said already, but I did not hear. I just heard fantastic.
See, yes. So Ana Maria was saying that she's very, very active. She's a co-author or co-founder or co-leader of many initiatives in Medellin. Maybe you are going to tell us more, Iris,
Yeah.
from her bio.
Yeah.
But it's really nice to see that she really she finds poetry with the combination of all of these technological art, but you know it's really mixed because she's using voice, she's using her guitars, she's doing live coding, so it's very multidisciplinary work
Mm-hmm.
on her.
And you will also share a link of her work that people can find it. I mean, I've been looking up at Agua. You can find her album on Amazon. You can buy it. And I also checked, I posted on Facebook her a video of her work that I found very extraordinary as well. So let me say something in English about Celeste Betancourt from Colombia. So Celeste, she is a transgender woman married with 2 children, and she's a multi-instrumentalist musician with a professional degree in guitar from Berklee College of Music and a master in digital arts. A researcher for ITM in Medellin in topics such as code and programming didactics and pedagogies, and how this can be extended inside art conceptualization. She's also works on developing human-machine interfaces. She has been playing all over, like USA, Canada, Mexico, Italy, Ireland, Spain, Chile, Colombia, and Peru. Very active, as you said, developer of Chunka Music, Chumsic, audio programming library, developer of Cinevivo software for producing VJ and live cinema shows, co-founder of Algorithmos Live Coding Group, and technical chief and producer for Cinevivo Research Group. Well, that is obviously her CV, but Agua is her album, and you should check it out. It's very beautiful. Agua is a hybrid set that goes deep inside the idea of how things flow using different techniques such as live coding, musical instruments, and physical interfaces made by the artist. During this sound trip, one can weave words as poetic and sound, the sound itself, and programming languages to build 10 short stories about images made by Agua. And tonight she will use the album of Agua to live create a work, to improvise, to remix from her work, Agua. So enjoy this performance.
That was great, Celeste. Wonderful, beautiful, so nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Celeste. Wow. Ana Maria, you haven't said too much. So I'm trying to get my sound a little bit different. Doesn't work, so it doesn't matter. I'll do it in a
Beautiful, very hypnotizing. I was really captured by the whole situation. I felt that it has such a beautiful development. It really takes you in a long journey and with air and woo, completely hypnotizing. So nice. ¿Cómo fue para ti, Ana?
Súper bien, o sea, es todo un viaje. A mí me encanta porque es eso, es todo un viaje. Se pasa por distintos estados, por distintos como, no sé, momentos, y es muy bello, es muy lindo. Felicitaciones para Celeste.
Mira, nos dicen por el chat, sonidos celestiales producidos por Celeste. Qué bonito. Ay, qué lindo comentario. Y Nelson Vera diciendo felicitaciones Celeste. Manuela is saying beautiful, so engaging. Thank you Celeste. Really took me somewhere. Azucena también te manda muchas felicitaciones. Margarita Velandia, que es una familiar de Dalia, yo creo, nos dice qué bonita combinación de sonidos instrumentales y el efecto que causas con la voz es sensacional. Muy chévere, Celeste. Te saludamos mi hija Naomi y yo también desde Colombia. Está Juliana Jiménez que dice, durísimo, profe, con mucha energía. So, yeah, we have a very active chat.
fantastic and a lot of Latin American I can see from your chats.
Yeah.
So I can share the joy, but that's all. It's beautiful, and also for me it was very mesmerizing. It's a whole journey that you take us with. You take us in a whole journey, and such a continuation and sustainment. I was mesmerized constantly. So very inspiring. And we see this is our last performance, audience, and you can keep on asking questions or maybe something for. We have an after talk. We're in the foyer now of the virtual stage with the artists coming in. And before we do that, we'd like to say something about our next session, which will be September. Let me calculate. 7. Is that correct?
Yeah,
No,
we're going
14.
to 14, yeah.
Yes, it's the second Monday of the month, so that would be September 14, and we will have a lineup, a beautiful lineup again, and maybe Ana Maria, who will you bring from your beautiful platform in our next session?
Tenemos un dúo para el 14 de septiembre. Son la compositora Adina Izarra y el guitarrista y tiorbista Rubén Riera. Son de Venezuela, pero se han radicado en Ecuador hace ya varios años. Van a hacer un set de improvisación en donde la guitarra y el instrumento, no sé exactamente cuáles instrumentos de cuerda vaya a utilizar Rubén, pero sus instrumentos de cuerda van a ser procesados en tiempo real por Adina a través de programas de computación y hay algo interesante acá y es que desde el año pasado han venido trabajando en improvisación, antes trabajaban más en repertorio, entonces pues es una nueva faceta tanto en Adina como en Rubén, entonces es fantástico.
I heard
Great.
fantastic.
I'm just going to do a little abstract of
Yes,
what Ana Maria said. And for next session, which is September 14, we are going to have from the festival En Tiempo Real, we're going to have a couple for duet. And one of them is going to bring some instruments. And then the other one is going to transform those instruments live, and it's quite new that they are doing improvised work, doing real-time composition. So this is something new that we are going to see, and we are all very excited about that. And yeah, please subscribe to our channel, por favor. Suscríbanse a nuestro canal. Ahí está Celeste mandándoles buenas energías e inspiración. Nos ayudan muchísimo si se suscriben al canal, a que este teatro siga creciendo. Es un teatro virtual en donde presentamos artistas todos los segundos martes de los meses.
Lunes.
Los segundos lunes de cada mes, gracias Ana, y presentamos 3 artistas cada sesión, y combinamos muchas cosas, todo el mundo experimental, haciendo cosas muy, muy interesantes, muy innovadoras, así que por favor suscríbanse, please subscribe, keep coming to our virtual theater, we're very happy to have you, and now we can open our after talk. We were discussing with Dalia and with Celeste and with Ana the topic for this after talk, right, Iris?
Yes, and we see Dalia and Florian are also entering our virtual cafe, let's say. So the topic that they would like to address, because they have a different work wherein they wanted to zoom in more on how they use sound. And for Celeste, the sound that she's using, the technology is embedded in her artistry, whereas Dalia and Florian mentioned that they encounter now in this time with the Zoom these technological aspects, and and that confronting them about their artistry. So that could be a starting point of our conversation, and it can lead up to another conversation. But let's hear, because we saw Dalia, Florian first. Hello, Dalia. Would you like to share your thoughts with our audience?
Hey, can you listen to us?
Yes.
Yeah. First, thanks, Iris and Laisvie, for inviting us to join the boiler room session, and also Ana Maria Romano to get connected with this platform, and Celeste for sharing the performance with us. Yeah, we were discussing a bit. We were struggling a bit like last time to how to get into the technical how to get into the
technical part of the
performance,
yeah.
all the technical preparation we need. We are more used to handcraft or to analog, or Florian with the music in live or with painting, but we are a bit in a new world for us, where the technology, how to we get together with technology and show or present our work, not as an instrument, but also as a part of what we are doing. But we are in the way still. Let's say. You want to say something?
Yeah, I see the possibilities that this platform gives, and the medium we use, and the technology, but also I really struggle to use them properly. I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit late on all this stuff, and now it hits me really hard. But for me, I was the whole week preparing, not really with my instrument, what I play, or how the piece will work out, but how can we get this done with the internet, with everything, how to use the programs. I need to buy a bunch of new cables to get a laptop. I rented some stuff, and yeah, and was my struggle this week. Our struggle, maybe.
Yeah, but
Well,
it's so nice to see how Celeste is in a place where maybe it's more
Yeah, it was really.
comfortable with it.
I was really jealous when I saw those codings, and yeah,
with the coin.
really much respect to Celeste. For me, it's totally abstract numbers, and I was like, oh, what's. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's hard to, you know, it's not even possible to compare. It's very different work. It's very rooted in a different place, and I also don't think that one should value that from that perspective. The only question that I have hearing your struggle is your interest. Is this also part of your interest? I mean, now in this time of that we live in, many people moved to Zoom. Some people did that as a way to continue their work because there was no other possibility. Others maybe were surprised, they got interested and developed that craft more. But it's not a replacement, obviously, of your work that you do in the physical theater. So what you do, I can assume, is to translate your interest into this 2D screen and see what kind of possibilities to use to make that come across. And maybe technically that's quite simple, but it can send the message, Laisvie.
Yeah, and also I want to say that maybe even for artists, I don't know, I would like to know about Celeste, but maybe for artists that are already using a lot of technology in their work, also to do a telematic performance like this one on Zoom with live audience and all this configuration, it's also, I guess, something new, and that's now happening because of these times. And I think is, as you say, is an alternative. We are not trying to replace the physical theater. We are opening a new possibility. And yeah, I just want to know for Celeste, um, you are already familiarized with many programs and with computers and laptops, but still, do you find it? Did you find something new thanks to performing live or on Zoom? Is this happening a lot for you, or not so much? Because from what I've seen from the dance scene, for example, in Colombia, many people now are doing pre-recorded video, but we really like what we're doing here with the boiler room sessions because we are live. We share a moment with the audience. It's not pre-recorded, is live, and that's our treasure. No, that's what we really appreciate. So I don't
Yeah,
know, how was
just,
it for you?
please, Celeste, say, audience, please feel free to speak in the chat and join this conversation. Yeah, Celeste.
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank Latin and Iris, and thanks to Dalia and Florian. It was an amazing performance, so thank you. And obviously, thank you to my inspiration, Maria Romano. Uh, as you know, she's one of the biggest composers of Latin America, maybe of America. So it's an honor to be part of your that you give me your listens. So thank you all. And after that, I will say that for me it's more like more comfortable place to be in this kind of situation because all my tools are digital tools and everything is like my setup. Like you see this turntable here and the effects for the guitar. Like I can route everything into the computer, and then with the live coding things, it's like the master. Like if I was like two artists, like the one that's performing with the guitar and the one that's performing with the turntable, and it also is the other artist. It's also me, but I used to call it like the machina. That's and like the alter ego that I use for this kind of performance. That's doing the live coding things. So the people sees like I don't know what she's doing. Like she's coding and she's playing and she's coding and she's talking. So we have this situation that's very up to work in a screen. Very for like cinema. I used to work with a lot of people doing cinema, live cinema things and audio for movies. So my mind is like I used to I am used to build works around the screen. So I'm not so for me it's not so difficult like to translate the idea of being live in a stage to a screen because in my mind somehow I think that when I'm in stage somehow I build this cinematographic thing like these two camera things because I want two frames, two different planes. Like I want the lights to be up there. It's for me it's easy, but I think it's just a coincidence. And maybe it's because that was my passion when I was a kid. Like I think it's just a coincidence because Zoom is a very difficult platform to perform in it. So we have this, you have the connection problem, you have the definition problem, you have the illumination, but you have a lot of problems here. The audio is not stereo in some performances. We have compression, and it's like the most difficult thing to do, like to perform through Zoom. Um, but but yeah, as I say, this coincidence that I have all my setup in a digital environment let me like to just to switch from OBS to my camera and it's not so difficult. So I think maybe the universe is is being special with me, but because I'm also getting crazy with this COVID thing, that like COVID thing getting me crazy, that my performances are not easier than before. So thanks universe for this, for this opportunity. I think I love the performances like the ones that Dalia and Florian made. I love the use of the space. Obviously, I'm in a very comfortable place. It's my studio in my home, so every cable is connected in the way it has to be, in the right way, and it's very. For me, it's like wow, how they are playing in this place. Where's the amplifier? Where's the computer? It's like it's very hard for me to understand this kind of situation because I'm really very comfortable here in my studio. So I don't know. That is, I think the way I build my things let me do this kind of performance very easily. But I think it's not like the majority of people are suffering these Zoom performances right now, like because I understand why they pre-record some things. It's because it's very hard for you to have your setup ready, to have your camera ready, your lights ready, your sound ready. It's like, oh my God, I need like 10,000, like another assistant. And I have to confess, I have my assistants here. I have my wife is one of the, she's a plastic and visual artist. She helps me with how to put the camera, with the lights. And I also have this other assistant, that's my older son. He has learned a lot about cameras and how to stream and how to switch OBS. So it's not so easy as you see here. It's like there are like 4 people around here helping me with this. So it's not like I have 10 different hands to do this. It's impossible. So I need people to help me to do this kind of performance.
Right.
So hearing all this, Laisvie,
It.
so explain us, why did we choose to be on Zoom?
Yeah, maybe we'll have to talk to Celeste and she can good, give us good advice to find a better software to do it. So we can have a talk about that. I just wanted to also come back to Dalia's and Florian performance because there was this comment on YouTube that your performance had a very strong image about the present, So I don't know if it's seeing this body with all of these clothes moving that is related to, somehow to migration. But I just wanted to hear a little bit more from Dalia and Florian about your theme and what are you researching, and yeah, just to know a bit more about your long hair of clothes.
Yeah, so the idea concept is mine. I created actually the first time I performed this piece, it was a solo, like not music. And I did already in different formats where I put a live voice, a recording my voice. And yeah, I'm not sure. I will not say it's about the present. Um, I think it has to do more with the handcraft, weaving and braiding. I tried to, the question was more from my identity, like being in Germany for some years, um, having this question of, yeah, which are my roots? What does it mean? The place I'm coming from or the person I'm right now. So the question is more from identity and try to link these issues. Yeah, it comes with many contradictions, like sometimes rejecting a bit my being or some my belief system, but also here still struggling or yeah, somehow finding, yeah, for me it's a metaphor of finding my roots, and I connect with this familiar practice I learned from my mother, and like especially weaving. So yeah, it was a way to connect with home, feeling home, making my place, making the place mine. um, yeah, more or less has to do with this identity. So yeah, and then Florian joined this part of the concept, and yeah, we tried to yeah, he joined the process. But yeah, let's say it comes more from a personal experience or need, and he joins in the music and sound support.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel more of support in this piece, especially. I mean, the piece was already done and performed by you solo, and yeah, I feel it's not so much about this present situation. I mean, it was done before, but it leaves space open. I see that with the setting today, you can read it also in this situation. I mean, the identity struggles. I mean, maybe not everybody, but many people. I mean, had time maybe a little bit more to question some things, and yeah, you can relate to this maybe somehow. And the space was yeah, it was a little claustrophobic, I would say.
Claustrophobic,
A little bit
claustrophobic.
more, yeah. And this is what, it's not my personal experience, no, but I heard it from many people that they felt a little bit yeah.
Did you also perform it previously on that stairs?
No, it's the first time we do it in these stairs. Before I perform it into, like, let's say theater and also gallery. Yeah, but it's the first time we do it into this in, yeah. But yeah, I want to add something. Is okay?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the framing questions I work with was the boundaries. Yeah, so maybe, yeah, I can see a relationship with this current situation, or being what Florian said, and also finding boundaries or these
Limitation, maybe.
limitations.
Yeah,
Like,
this is
of course, being here, I found boundaries from, yeah, let's say political boundaries, also, yeah, let's say as a woman, I figure out that there are many boundaries, but also my personal boundaries. So yeah, and now with the space, I think it's, yeah, it it works. But the question behind at the beginning, when I start creating this topic of identity, it was related with boundaries. Where are my boundaries? Who creates, who sets the boundaries or the borders? And yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you so much. I would really encourage the audience to look for Celeste's work. I just share in the chat where people can buy your work in Amazon. I also shared Dalia's Facebook page, so you can follow her, and her website, which is under construction now. You also now have the webpage of Ana Maria. And please subscribe to our channel. We really need your subscription. This way we can keep growing and sustain this space, which is our goal now.
Yes, and Laisvie, maybe you can also put in the chat our Instagram account so people can become a follower, so we can grow in our network. That is our aim, to grow a network and to become this platform for this global local community. And it's a starting point, a stepping stone. Who knows what can grow out of this? But one thing is inspiration. So, and what that leads to is another thing. So I think from there, we're going to conclude this beautiful evening. Ana Maria, is anything that you want to say before we close this evening?
Pues me faltó mencionar que Adina Izarra y Rubén Riera, no es el dúo que va para la segunda sesión, son músicos de una gran trayectoria. Adina es una de las desarrolladoras pioneras de la música electrónica, electroacústica en América Latina. Tiene un trabajo impresionante, y Rubén es intérprete, es más intérprete, que igual también tiene una trayectoria inmensa. Entonces creo que o sea, lo que quiero decir es que también dentro de digamos que de los criterios de curaduría, está la idea de poder tener estos como encuentros intergeneracionales, porque me parece que esos diálogos nos ayudan a conectarnos y a crecer muchísimo, cuando vemos unos trabajos como tan sólidos, como por ejemplo pueden ser el de Adina y Rubén. Quiero agradecerle a Celeste por esta presentación tan bella, a Dalia y a Florian también por su bellísima presentación, y a Laisvie y a Iris por juntarse con En Tiempo Real y por hacer estas travesuras.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so I'm going to translate a little bit for those who don't speak Spanish. Ana Maria was talking about that an important aspect of how we curate the people that perform in the Boiler Room session is that we choose artists with a long trajectory, with a lot of experience, and also young artists that are starting their careers. And we really like that intergenerational aspect of this space. So for next session number 14, the 14th of September, we are going to have Adina Izarra and Rubel Riera. Adina is is a pioneer in Latin America for electroacoustic music. She is a great artist, and Ruben also has a huge career and loads of experience. So it's going to be really nice to see these people with such a long careers and that have such a strong work for next time. So you cannot miss it.
No, I will definitely tune in if I hear this, Ana Maria, and hearing Celeste and seeing all the other artists, Dalia and Florian. I'm happy to be back in business with the Boiler Room sessions every second Monday of the month. So people, have a good evening. We see you next month, September 14, session number 14. Bye, everyone.
Bye, bye.
Gracias. Nos vemos el otro mes.
Thanks.
Yay.